Is the balloon all set to go up in Iran? There have been threats, there have been counter threats, there's a massive build-up. The United States appears to be poised to strike Iran in days, unless, of course, Tehran can reach a last-minute deal with US President Donald Trump. There's Turkey, there are other nations in the region that are trying to play the role of a peacemaker to avoid or at least delay a war. But Iran has rejected any scope of negotiation under threat, and President Trump is hell-bent on a nuclear deal on his terms. So the next couple of days will be extremely crucial. Will there be a deal or will there be a war? It's already Flashpoint Tehran. We get you more in this report by Preksha Jain.
Is Iran really running out of time?
I have had, and I am planning on it, yeah. We have a lot of very big, very powerful ships sailing to Iran right now.
With a huge US armada headed towards the country and no sign of progress in dialogue, the indication of a strike couldn't be starker. Yet again, Donald Trump has warned of big, powerful ships sailing towards Iran that he would have to use unless Tehran meets his conditions. The Iranian regime stopping its crackdown on protesters is one of them. But it's certainly not Trump's only concern. What the American president really wants and has had his eyes on for a while is limiting Iran's nuclear program.
Have you had any conversations with Iran in the last few days, and are you planning on any?
I have had, and I am planning on it, yeah. We have a lot of very big, very powerful ships sailing to Iran right now, and it would be great if we didn't have to use them. Okay?
Can you say what the message was that you shared with Iranians?
Well, I told them two things. Number one, no nuclear, and number two, stop killing protesters. They're killing them by the thousands. You know, I stopped 837 hangings 2 weeks ago, but they're going to have to do something.
But Iran's no Venezuela. It has already warned of a counter-strike on US bases in response to any attack and rejected the scope of negotiation under threats. Iran's military spokesperson has pointed out that US aircraft carriers have serious vulnerabilities and that numerous US military assets in the Gulf region are within the range of Iran's missiles. But with the European Union listing Iran's Revolutionary Guards as a terrorist organization, the pressure seems to be catching up with the regime, and it has begun to garner support. Iranian foreign minister has travelled to Istanbul to meet with his Turkish counterpart. Turkey shares a border with Iran and is also a NATO member. It is thereby trying to play peacemaker, urging both parties to come to the negotiating table.
Bölge ülkeleri huzur.
The resumption of nuclear negotiations between Iran and the US on a constructive basis is vital for reducing regional tensions. We have conveyed to all our counterparts, starting with our president, that we are against a military intervention in Iran.
Değerlendiriyoruz.
Efforts to resolve tensions are in place, but neither Washington nor Tehran is known to be one to back down, and the threat of war looms larger than ever. Preksha Jain for India Today.